I was sitting here really depressed that I was not going to go live for a Sunday live stream during the NFL football season. I wasn't going to be able to give you player reaction of our Buffalo Bills. I will be doing that Tuesday. But then this happens. The Sabres actually do something really great in free agency, and I can't be more excited about it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Billievers Talk. My name is Joe, and welcome to this NHL free agency edition of Billievers Talk, where we're going to talk about the Buffalo Sabres making a move, a real impactful move for this team. And it's been so long, guys, since something like this has happened. I know that some of you are out there and you're not exactly sure who Taylor Hall is, and you're not exactly sure how big of a signing this is for the Buffalo Sabres. Now, some fans might blow it out of proportion, right? Some fans might say it's the best signing in 10 years. Some fans might say I saw on Twitter, someone said it's like when the Bills signed Stephon Diggs. And listen, I really love this signing. Elliot Esler, not going to lie, I don't follow hockey much, but I'll always stop by and say, hey, buddy, thanks for stopping by, Elliot. Always glad to see you. But yeah, it's just the idea that the Buffalo Bills are doing something here. Because listen, free agency's been going on for 2-3 days now, right? And the Buffalo Sabres, here's what they've done. They've done the normal shenanigans, right? They've done normal moves that don't make you any more excited about this team. Reinhardt's still there, other people still there that don't give you any reason to think that this team's trying to get any better. And then this happens. And it's obvious that the Buffalo Bills are making a splash here, signing Taylor Hall. Now, let's talk about Taylor Hall for a minute. And again, why can't the Pagulas run the Sabres as well as the Bills? Well, there are some that think that the Pagulas got lucky with Brandon Beane and Sean McDermott. And, there's a case to be made for that, Elliot. So I'm glad you asked. that they just fell upon good fortune, because it wasn't like I would take one Super Bowl over 3 cups, but this makes the Sabres more exciting for sure. You stay healthy too, Kyle. Thank you very much. Yeah, this definitely makes the Sabres a little bit more relevant, as Tony B's in the chat as well. But yeah, I just feel like the Goals may have gotten lucky. No one was really going after Coach McDermott. And then when Coach McDermott came in, he's the one that brought Brandon Beane on board. He's the one that convinced the Pagulas that he would make a good GM. No one was really looking at Brandon Beane. No one was really looking at Coach McDermott. And we kind of got a little lucky there. We got a little break. So, and let's be honest about it. The NFL just makes more money. The NFL, and if you're an NFL team, you're making more money off that team than you ever will an NHL team. That's just the way it is. And that's unfortunate, but it's true. And so the Pagulas are treating if it's luck, then I'll take it too. The Pagulas are treating the Sabres like their redheaded stepchild, right? They'll love them a little bit. This is exciting, says Amy. It is. Thoughts on Dak? Well, anyone who's following Mike Miller should stop. I saw the injury, and listen, Dak is not a bad person at all. Dak has never missed a start. You're talking about high school, you're talking about college, now you're talking about the NFL. Never missed a start. The fact, and listen, guys, if you're not following me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. I did go over my reaction there. The fact that prayers for Dak, yeah, absolutely, I completely agree. The fact that he wasn't re-signed already by Dallas is just a complete insult, and the money that he's going to lose because of this injury, to me, is just as sick as the injury itself. He's there on the franchise tag this year, and he's just going to lose a lot of money this year. He is. That's it. And just because Jerry Jones is too selfish and doesn't want to sign the big name quarterback until he has to, or until he has to make that decision. Listen, Dak Prescott's one of a top 10 quarterback in this league. Okay, and if you're saying that he's not worth money, then I could see Dak going to the Jets. That would be a huge move, Kyle. So, but we're here to talk about Taylor Hall, so that's what we're going to do. Taylor Hall again signed today, just recently in free agency by the Buffalo Sabres, and in his career, he's played in 627 games, has scored 563 points. So pretty good consistency, but not just that. I think there's plenty of pluses here with this signing. Like what he brings to this team overall is just, to me, something to be excited about. Something to be excited about. His time on ice is over 19 minutes. I mean, that's awesome. That's good time. That's good minutes from your left winger. He can join the first line. He can join the second line. He'll be good on any line that we put him on, and it immediately bolsters this Buffalo Sabres lineup. You know, if you put him on with Eichel, then it makes, and which everyone's thinking that that's what the Sabres will do. You want to talk about dynamic duo? That's what you get here. Why would Hall sign a 1-year, $7 million deal or $8 million deal? I have no idea. I know that he previously played for Ralph Kruger, and so it could be that type of connection where he wants to play with Ralph again. But if that's the case, you would think he'd sign a longer-term contract, but maybe the Sabres can't afford that. Who lives in New York Rangers? I don't know what that is, Anthony, but thank you. Wait, you paying the guy $8 million and he could be second line? But if he's a stud on the second line, that if he bolsters that second line, listen, Eichel. I mean, again, most people have him playing on the first line with Hall, but yeah, we pay Skinner $10 million a year and he's on the second line. So if you want to talk about bad signing, let's talk about Jeff Skinner. If you want to talk about that, but this guy, he's going to get done for you. He really is. Played with Arizona last year, played with New Jersey for the last 4 years before that, and then started his career in Edmonton. Need 2 solid lines. You need 2 really good lines, and you want third line to step up as well. He gets just as much ice time, no matter if he's on the first line or the second line, right? He gets just as much ice time, and so it's not like a backup in the NFL, right? You talk about these guys constantly get on the ice in the NHL, so whether he plays first line or his second line, just wish it was longer. Remind me of getting your favorite toy and have it taken away from you after a while. Well, again, but does it make you feel better if you get your favorite toy back, right? We don't know where he's going to sign with next year. Wait, what is that? Is that optimism when you're talking about the Sabres? It's crazy, Rick, but yeah, glad that you're in here. So last season, he split the year between the Devils and the Arizona Coyotes, and last year in 65 games, he had 16 goals, 36 assists for 52 points. This guy, he scored 2 years ago. He had over 90 points. I mean, this is definitely a great signing. Hey, Kyle, thanks a lot. Have a good night. Look forward to seeing you again here soon. Hey, King Cam, glad to see you in the stream. But I just wanted to get on here and talk a little bit about Taylor Hall. Again, the Buffalo Sabres finally signed someone that could get this team, this franchise, everyone excited about what the direction the Buffalo Sabres are going in. This is not a rebuild type move. This is not a trade Jack Eichel type move. This is a go get it type move. And so it's good to see. And listen, in hockey, 1, 2, 3 solid moves in free agency can be the difference between you not making the playoffs and you making a solid run. We all know that we need help at goaltending, and obviously in order to make a solid run in the NHL, especially in the playoffs, you need solid goaltending. But in LA, that kind of answers your questions. So the Sabres, for me, biggest needs, you got goaltending. You could still use a couple wingers. I think, we drafted a winger, obviously, and now obviously with the addition of Taylor Hall, but I think you could still use another winger. With the addition of Stahl, we traded for Stahl. He's going to be our captain of the second line. Hey, Anthony, how you doing? Good to see you. You're the center of the second line, so we don't have to worry about that so much. It feels like a big free agent to get people excited move like Mario Williams. Maybe, but hope maybe he pans out a little bit better, Mario Williams. Again, we brought Mario Williams on, and actually Mario Williams' first season or two in Buffalo actually was really good and had this defense playing really well. And then Rex Ryan came in, we switched to a 3-4, and Mario Williams just wasn't the same after that. This guy has played with Ralph Kruger before, and it seems like this could be a good fit for the Buffalo Sabres. Again, 2 years removed from a 93-point season, 3 years removed, that was in 18. But still, a lot to be excited about here with this move if you are a Buffalo Sabres fan. Again, we drafted a winger. We traded for Stahl, so we have a lot going on. I wanted to have Hall on the second line with Reinhart and Stahl, and then have Skinner and Eichel back together. Because remember, Skinner and Eichel played really well together 2 seasons ago, which probably led to Skinner's huge contract. Why would he want to come here? I'm skeptical, says Tony B. Again, a lot of people are linking him with his previous time with Ralph Kruger. He had nothing but good things to say the last time he was with Ralph Kruger. So maybe that had something to do with bringing him here. Maybe that's why he's only here for 1 year, wants to test the waters. Maybe there's going to be, maybe he wants to sign a short-term deal now because of the pandemic lowering salary caps for teams. Maybe he only wants to sign a short-year deal, see what happens with the next salary cap, and see if he can bank on that money as well, whether it be with the Sabres or whether it be with a different team. Right now, teams are basing their salary cap off a certain number, right? And that number took a hit due to the pandemic. So maybe he's waiting to see what happens in the next couple of years to see if he can get that big payday in the next couple of years. Do a couple short-term deals until he gets a big deal. But that doesn't necessarily mean that he'd leave teams. That just means he wants to get more money in the long run. And you can never blame someone who wants to get more money. So again, guys, I can't stay on here too long, but I wanted to break this news to you. Very exciting news. The Buffalo Sabres do sign left winger Taylor Hall. Again, one of the marquee names in the NHL's free agency. Hopefully, I'll come on here again soon to give you more Buffalo Sabres news. We'll probably do a wrap-up video. This guy make you a contender. If not, it's a waste of $8 million. We only have him 1 year. He makes us a playoff team. And if you know anything about hockey, once you get to the playoffs, anything goes. Once you get to the playoffs, anything. We've seen 8 seeds make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. We've seen, goalies get hot at the right time. My blow-up Dallas Thomas Camp, maybe that's the only signing we have left to make. But there are some marquee names in free agency that I'm very excited to possibly take a run at. Now, we know that the Pagulas did lower that free agency or that salary cap number for the Buffalo Sabres, for Adams and others in the Sabres organization, but we get off to a strong foot here. Again, it seemed like the Buffalo Sabres were just making some mediocre moves, re-signing some names just to get a hockey team out there. But then you take a look at this signing here, Taylor Hall, and it looks like they're going for something a little bit more. Again, could use some help at goaltender, so we'll see if we make a move there. But if not, this is what we got. And again, this does make us a playoff contender. I really believe that. And when you're talking about a team that hasn't made the playoffs in about a decade, just a little bit of optimism is good sometimes. And not only that, it could bring other free agents in here. It could make other free agents look at Buffalo as a potential contender. I mean, you talk about the addition of Stahl and the trade that we made about a month ago, and now you talk about adding him. And like someone said in the comment section here, if you put Hall on the second line with Stahl, not only do you have some rhyming going on there, but you can also put Skinner back on the first line with Eichel, and that could lead to some dangerous duos for this Buffalo Sabres team. But again, guys, thank you for joining me on this edition of Believers Talk, where we talk about the Buffalo Sabres making a marquee move, signing Taylor Hall, formerly of the Arizona Coyotes, now with the Buffalo Sabres, a 1-year, $8 million deal. Again, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this signing. Are you excited? I know I am excited. Thomas Cates, breaking news, my blow-up doll has just signed with the Sabres as a defensive player. Just stick her in net. Even as a goaltender, just lay her on her side, right, in net, and just leave her there. And then, at least they have to get the puck up. You should know something about getting up whenever you talk about your blow-up doll, right, Thomas? But anyway, that might get me demonetized. I have no idea how this all works. But listen, the Buffalo Sabres signed Taylor Hall to a 1-year, $8 million contract. Great news there if you're a Sabres fan. And I do believe this makes the Buffalo Sabres a contender. So I look forward to, again, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Guys, I'll see you Monday during halftime of Monday Night Football. And I'll also see you Tuesday for my live play-by-play reaction to the game between our Buffalo Bills and the Tennessee Titans. A lot going on this week. So I hope you join me. Hit that subscribe button. Like this video. Like I said, leave a comment. I look forward to talking to you all soon. Until I do, go Bills.